So we've been planning a really big thing for quite a long time. I have been spending hours and hours scouring the city for a decent building. I wanted something a little quirky, a little different, not just a warehouse. And finally, we found the right spot. It's on one of the busiest streets here in Ottawa. It's got lots of glass, lots of character. The building even comes with a crazy sign right out of the 60s. So I don't want to take that down, but I don't really know what to do with it. I've got to get the Bridgestone and the Firestone stuff off of there so people stop coming in and asking for tires. But we'll think of some cool stuff to do with it. I want to keep the retro look to it. But we just got the key today, so come on in, let's have a look. This used to be a garage, a tire sales place. It was built in the 60s. We have a big showroom area here, which I think we're going to try to set up as an art gallery or just a meeting area. I'd love to put a pool table in here, some couches, some chairs, and we have over here a nice office area and sort of a customer counter. So we'll be taking all these things out of here, just trying to make this a big open room. Wow, what's really cool, you come in through here, it's a 6-bay garage, which is really amazing. A lot of space here. This room is 30 feet by 100 feet long. It's filled with old garage equipment, heaters, and 6 big garage doors on that side, 1 on this side. So it's going to be an amazing space. We're going to take away the lifts and all the garage equipment. We're going to leave 1 lift just because everybody I know has always wished they had a lift, and now I got one. So we're going to keep this one here at this end of the room. We're probably going to have our welding equipment in here, that kind of stuff. We're going to have a plasma cutter here. We're going to have our belt sanders, that kind of stuff, just in this area here. And we're going to share that with this lift. And what's cool here is that we have a garage door we can drive through and another one on the back. So we have kind of access both ways. We can bring equipment or projects in. And with the welding stuff, it's on carts. We can move it around. We'll be able to have an area here where we can roll things out of the way, and we'll have a great big assembly area, an area to put together bigger projects, great big crazy things. We're going to divide it into 2 halves with the metalworking that we started with the welding. In these couple of bays here is going to be metalworking stuff. We're going to have lathes, we're going to have saws, we're going to have milling machines, that kind of stuff. So we'll do the welding there, we'll do metalworking things in here, and then sort of an imaginary line. And then the other half of the shop will be woodworking stuff. Look at the size of this lift. It goes up, I don't know, 15 feet. You can bring a truck in here and lift it up. We were tempted to keep this one just because it had such capability, but I think it's even a bit much for us here, and we'd rather have the space. So this end of the shop is going to be the woodworking half. Over at the end here, we're going to have a big CNC router. I had one down in my basement shop, which was 4 by 4 foot, but I had always built it such that it could just be expanded by changing out the aluminum pieces. It's based on an Avid CNC router design or CNC router parts. So what I've done here is I've ordered in a bunch of aluminum pieces. So I'm just going to rail it up. So we're going to have a full 5 foot by 10 foot CNC router. And then the next bay over here, along with the CNC bay, is going to be our just main wood prep area, which is your table saw, chop saw, that kind of thing. And then in here is going to be the bandsaw, drill press, a big assembly table, work tables and whatnot. So we're trying to think of the wood storage over there. You process it, you assemble it, and that's all in this area. So those are 3 bays, 3 bays. This is our first thinking, and we can change, you know, as we move things in and we see just how much room we have. I want to leave a big corridor along the back here so that we can easily move things from station to station. One thing we have to do in here is replace the heating units. Some of them aren't working anymore. I'm a little worried about those with sawdust and whatnot, so we're looking at various options for that. Also, a big thing to consider, we have a wall of windows facing south here, and that's an absolutely enormous air conditioning load. So we're really worried about it. It's not so bad in the wintertime when we got snow outside, but as soon as it's summer and hot, this place is just going to cook. The electrical system in here is awesome. They just recently redid this with 3-phase power, and look how many empty circuit breaker spots there are. And circuit breakers from here go down to sub panels. There's 3 other sub panels in the shop. We've been spending all day going around clicking breakers, trying to map breakers out. I don't know why people just don't label a breaker when they install them. So at the end of the shop, we still have some more rooms to have a look at. In here, we have kind of a storage area for, I don't know what they used it for, but back here there's employee toilets, and they're kind of in a bit of a state right now. We just turned the water on today and immediately it flooded in here, so that was a little exciting. Through this way, we have a little warehouse space, so it's our storage area. There's some shelving around the outside of the space now, and we'll be adding more shelving in the middle here and just using this as a great big storage space. Over here, we have a great big oil tank we got to get rid of. It's for waste oil from doing oil changes in cars, so it's not the kind of oil tank you'd use in a house. But I think some garage will like this. It's in fantastic shape. It's almost new, so we'll be lifting that up and getting it out of here. In this side of the room over here, we have a small 7-foot high garage door that we can just access this room. All right, so we're at the back corner of our storage room now. And through this door, second floor, a whole second floor to this place. It's filled with racks and racks and racks of tire storage. They used to just do tire installs in this garage. So we're going to be using some of these as our storage racks in the storage room downstairs, and we'll be just clearing the rest of these out of here. We're thinking up here of putting in some office space, some kind of rooms where we can do video editing, rooms where we can do podcasts, that kind of thing. So we're going to want it pretty quiet. So overall, we've got about 7,500 to 8,000 square feet of space in total, which is a lot. So what we'll be planning to do here is woodwork projects, metalwork projects, jewelry making, watch making, pen making. We'll be up here working with my good friend Chris Manning, silver_hand on the internets. And we'll be working together here. We're sort of sharing the space and going to be filming what we do. And we'll be having a lot of fun putting this content up on Instagram and YouTube and building out a really, really cool bunch of projects. Ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Oh.
You're not ready?
I don't know how to do the YouTube.